Guys, welcome back to the channel. As many of you probably know, wrestling is seeing somewhat of a resurgence these days in popularity. This is mainly due to the UFC, I would say, because as many of you know, many of the UFC champions have wrestling as their primary base. So people are now learning about how effective it is as a fighting style. But today we're going to be focusing on how realistic it is as an adult for you to be learning wrestling. The best situation, of course, is to learn it as a child. But if you are an adult and you're feeling bitter that you didn't have the chance to learn this as a child, do you have any hope? Well, yes, you do, but it's going to be very difficult for you. And I'll be making further videos on this subject, but today I'll just give you a brief overview of my situation. I started training wrestling when I was around 26, and the way I got into it was I was in an MMA gym, just doing a jiu-jitsu class, and we had a Bulgarian national wrestler come in, and I'd never even been exposed to wrestling. I had no idea really what it was. I sparred with him, and it was just a completely different level of strength and control he had. And he was beating up people much bigger than him. He weighed about 56 kilos. And this guy was actually Roger Gracie's personal wrestling coach. So you can imagine what kind of level this was. After that, I was convinced, and I found wrestling far more fun than jiu-jitsu as well. So I decided to carry on training. So after training a bit at an MMA club, I moved on to a freestyle wrestling club. I trained there for a while, even took some private classes, and after that I actually managed to even do a competition. I'll show you guys some quick footage of that here. Okay, so in this match you can see that the opponent went for my legs and I put in a lateral drop throw, which is a throw that I really liked when I was wrestling, and then I managed to actually get the pin from there. So yeah, just to summarize, this was a very fun day. It was nice to actually do a competition in a sport as tough as wrestling, and the feeling that you get when you win is pretty much indescribable. So I hope you guys out there can one day in your lives have the same feeling that I had. But nevertheless, this is something that comes after quite a lot of training. You have to get your body used to this, and as an adult it's much tougher. As I said earlier, I'll be making future videos on this topic. I'll talk to you about exactly how you need to get your body ready and how you should structure your training. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll be updating you guys soon.